Today we're going to be looking at how the Lagos State Judicial Panel report was leaked, who leaked the report, and why was the report leaked. Keep watching to get all the juicy details of this story. The pattern of this video gave a chronological expose of the NSAS events leading up to the release of the Lagos State Judicial Panel investigation reports. This sequel completes the preceding video, and I'll try to shed more light on the following puzzles. Who leaked the Lagos State Judicial Panel report? A report that has not been officially released, still awaiting the issue of government white paper. But it's already ubiquitous. It's everywhere. And why does the Minister of Information still insisting that the report that is in the public space is fake and it is a rehearsed, unverified fake news? Our second story is on fuel subsidy removal and its unending controversy. Why is it that whenever we hear fuel subsidy removal, our hearts are literally in our mouths? Because the next thing you see is the pump price of fuel hitting the rooftop. Welcome to my channel, Shani's Digest. I welcome on board my new subscribers, while I appreciate my returning subscribers. This is a channel where we get to speak out and say it as it is. Let's hear some sound bites on the leaked reports.
The panel has, as we've seen, submitted two sets of reports, one being a consolidated report on general police brutality cases, which is by the panel, and another report specific on the report of the Lekki incident investigation of 20th October 2020. I'm going to constitute a four-man committee very immediately, which will be led and headed by the Honorable Attorney General, the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, the Special Advisor Works, and the Permanent Secretary, the Cabinet Office. The four of them will very, very quickly look through and bring forward a white paper within the next 2 weeks.
I was a retained private solicitor to represent the interests of Lagos State government at the panel, along with my other colleagues and other SAN Anyton. Because I know that by law, the panel setup was a judicial panel of inquiry, and its decisions, recommendations, resolutions are not meant for public consumption in the first instance. Even the government's decision on it, which comes by way of white paper.
And what is this white paper? Let's turn to Mr. Falana.
And you know what the white paper is all about? A white paper usually contains the directives of the government on the recommendations. The government does not, as a practice, release the report of judicial and administrative commissions of inquiry. That is not to justify the leakage of the report.
Without mincing words, let me say right away that never in the history of any judicial panel in this country has its report been riddled with so many errors, inconsistencies, discrepancies, speculations, innuendos, omissions, and conclusions that are not supported by evidence.
I am totally shocked about what I read to be the report, particularly the finding with regards to 40-something victims, some of whom were described as deceased, some of them described as missing. The undisputed, now uncontroverted fact that the military personnel got to the Lekki toll gate around past 6 p.m. in the evening. Special attention had to be given, security provided, to impose a curfew and restore law and order.
Do something which is very fundamental. Where soldiers are just listening to the Chief of Defense Staff, and he made the point. The armed forces is trying the word armed. Soldiers are not sent to the scene of a crisis to clap there. They go there to kill.
Who leaked the Lagos State Judicial Panel report and to serve what purpose? A member of the panel leaked an unsigned copy of the report in social media space. To be very specific, a member of the panel, Ebun Olu Adegorua, had threatened that he would release the report if government failed to publish the findings of the panel.
You have Ebolu Adegorua, SAN, who is saying, look, if that report is not acted upon, he will release another report.
The question is, did Ebun Olu Adegorua son leak the reports? And if indeed he leaked the reports, and do you think he did the right thing by going against the law setting up the panel and abusing the trust reposed in him as a member of that panel? I'm just asking, what do I know?
Is there a problem of procedure here with everybody coming up with their own reports? What is the exact report that the Lagos State government has in its possession? Is it normal for members of panel or third parties to come up with a report when the authority to put a white paper together rests with the state government?
A judicial commission of inquiry was set up, headed by the late Justice Adebayo Akonbi of the Court of Appeal. We went throughout, we went to 10 campuses to investigate. What happened, Ruben? The report was not released tomorrow because the government was indicted. Now, the report leaked. The report of the Oputa panel of inquiry, the Obasanjo regime did not release it. It leaked. The report of the Kayode Esho panel on corrupt judges under the Abacha junta was not released. It leaked. In fact, two of the leaked reports were published by the news magazine. The one of Esho panel and the one of Justice Akonbi. Heavens did not fall. So it is not the first time that a report submitted to government is leaking now. But it's leaking. I mean, I told you, I'm published by the media. Reports of inquiry have been leaked in Nigeria. It is to ensure that there is no cover-up by the government. That's all. No more, no less.
Could the reason the Minister of Information keeps insisting that the report in the public space is fake?
Who are signing off on the outcome? People are saying that is a reliable report. Now, it's not whether it's reliable or not, it's already tainted. And I would not expect at the government that is what is sought not to be cautious in implementing that kind of report, especially with what you are now seeing that is coming out. I've identified almost 40 discrepancies, very material discrepancies in that report, including awarding damages to people who are claimed to have died, who never died, who have even come out to say they did not die, including awarding damages to somebody they claimed died, but who actually was a witness to testify as to his brother's death, not even at Lekki Tollgate. Does that show you that there was a thorough job done? How do you make that kind of serious mistake to award millions and millions to somebody claiming that he died when actually he was even a witness before you? In the report itself, you find where the witness was there and they recorded his evidence.
The time is ticking and Nigerians are waiting with bated breath for the release of the white paper that would either corroborate or contradict the leaked report that is in circulation, that the minister considered as unverified fake news. Only time will tell. For our second story on fuel subsidy removal and its unending controversy, that will be the story for my next video. So subscribe and do not forget to hit on that notification bell so that you do not miss the story when it's uploaded. That will be all for today. Thank you for finding the time to watch my video. Stay awesome and I'll see you in a bit.